I want to talk to you guys about being authentic. I never really understood how important it was until I made some major mental and emotional decisions and changes in my life. Which reincarnated who I used to be. So when I say that reincarnated who I used to be, I'm saying that person that I lost in my past relationships, trying to be who they wanted me to be, or be a perfect fit for what I thought their needs were, or what I thought would keep their attention. I lost who I actually really was. And a lot of times in relationships, for men and women, that happens. And it happens so fast and so easily, you don't even realize it until one day you literally looking yourself in the mirror and you're like, I don't recognize myself. I'm at a place where I believe wholeheartedly that I am enough. And it wasn't always like that. I struggled, and that was a lot. That played a major key. Those things played a major key as to why I suffered from anxiety and depression so much, because I didn't believe or feel that I was enough. And I've had people compliment me and my beauty and my personality and all that stuff, but because I didn't believe it, it didn't stick. And now it's like the love is coming back. Like I'm growing. I don't think I've ever been in love with myself before. Sounds crazy, but I don't think I've ever been in love with myself. I thought that I was in love with other people, with someone else. I can't even say other people, but I don't think I've ever been at this place where I'm naked, like not in a room of the natural. I mean it like spiritually. Like I'm naked and I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed about it. It feels good. And what's so crazy that it had to start internally. So now that it's been quite some time now, me building, and I still have work to do. I am not perfect at all. However, the fact that people from the outside looking in, whether they haven't seen me in a while or haven't heard from me in a while, they see that difference. And it's just like working out. Like, you know, you plan on losing weight. You may not be telling anybody or whatever. You're working on losing your weight. And I think, what is it, like 6 to 8 weeks, people begin to notice without you having to say a thing. And that's the joy of it. That's the joy. I feel like that is the most genuine way to be seen, when what's being worked on in you can now be seen from the people that are on the outside of you. That is so beautiful. And I love it. And I've heard people talk about it, but they were always people that I looked at as people that made it. They made it already. And unfortunately, like, I didn't see myself. I wasn't respecting the process. I wasn't respecting the process of my growth, of my maturity. And I remember one time Oprah was saying, like, always daily show your gratitude. Show your gratitude daily. There were times where I really felt like I couldn't be grateful for anything. But when I began to make that a practice, and first and foremost, loving myself, and not only just telling people to love themselves, but loving myself, showing people here and there how I love myself and ways that I love myself, and then they see the result, and that's what makes people want to follow your lead or step on that path or change their perspective on things. When they see you doing more than just talking about it, you're actually living it, you're actually doing it. And I believe, I feel like I've learned that living and doing are two different things. I've done a lot of things in my life, but I can't say that I've lived my life to the fullest, even while doing some of those things. Like, it's not my definition of living is having that sense of fulfillment. So it's not I feel like I've been fed. I feel like I've been fed with happiness. I've been fed with peace. I've been fed with being enlightened. I've been fed with feeling love. And just because you do something or just because you say something doesn't mean that you're actually applying it. You're not applying it to your life. And so basically, the moral of the story is it sounds so funny when I got this idea to say this, because it sounds off, it sounds weird, but the moral of the story is to live the life of B.U.D.U. Yes. Yes, I said that. Live the life of B.U.D.U. I'm going to say it again. The moral of this story is to live the life of B.U.D.U. And you're like, what? B.U.D.U. 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 Nobody else can do you like you do you. You can't be nobody else because they're already taken. There are businesses, there are schools, there are jobs, there are many things that may be the same idea or the same concept, the same objective, the same purpose, but nobody can execute that thing the way that you can. There may be some similarities, but there is no one that can execute it like you can. So if you're sleeping on what you have manifested or sleeping on your harvest because you're looking on somebody else's plate that's already been cooked, when are you going to make the time to prep, cook, and serve what you have? You can't try to just live sitting at everybody else's table. Oh my gosh. All right. Nice. So I have a friend, Valerie, you're probably looking at this. We were sitting, oh my God, I'm about to get emotional. I can't cry. I'm driving. We were sitting at a birthday dinner. And before she came, before Valerie came, I was sitting there and I couldn't, it was just like this was a packed table, a full room, and I was sitting there, and while I'm pretty much thinking about my day, I had just went to a very not only spiritually fed but emotional and mentally fed event. I was just like, recapping on that and making up, trying to create plans in my head of what I need to do next, and just mentally applying some things that was spoken to me at the event. But while I'm sitting there, I felt so out of place. And I realized that that's the moment when I realized there has been a major growth, because what they were talking about and what they were getting excited about and what their topics were, I didn't want to talk about that. I wanted to talk about the event I just came to. I wanted to start speaking life into people. I wanted to really change the whole energy in the room to pure greatness, like joyfulness, uplifting. Like I can't really explain it, but a part of me was like, this isn't the place for that, and it's not about you, and if this is what's making this person happy for their event, let them have it. But I was really sitting there quiet because I couldn't relate to what was being talked about. It was as if I went to an event being surrounded by my future, and then by the end of the day, I was placed in an environment of where I'm coming from, where I came from. And so it was as if, and I told my friend Lee this, it was as if God was showing me, not even saying it, showing me that day, this is where I'm trying to take you. And by night, this is where I'm bringing you from. Amazing. Like, amazing. It didn't hit me until I actually said it out loud. Like, oh my gosh, like, this is real. Like, this is real. And when Valerie came in and we sat and talked, it was like, this is where I am. I want to be surrounded by like-minded people. I have to be surrounded by like-minded people because I don't fit in. I don't fit in where I used to be. I don't fit in no more. It's so crazy. And what she said was, we were talking, and it was definitely just me and her just sitting there talking. For a moment, we weren't rude. Because we love that person very dearly, and we were there to be supportive and but oh my gosh, like I forgot what we were talking about, something along the lines of youth empowerment, helping our community, stuff like that. And she said, I'm tired of sitting at everyone else's table. I want now I have my own table. So now others have to be put in this position to pull a seat up to my table. That, for some of you, that might go over your head, but for me, like, I literally almost cried. Like, I almost cried because it was so real and so, like, I have not me and Valerie haven't connected or talked to each other since my birthday, day before my birthday. But the fact that she was able to put that in perspective in words, like, I'm just like, yeah, this is real, this is deep, and I love it. But I'm sorry, back to the B.U.D.U. Live your life, live the life of B.U.D.U. B.U.D.U. And as I've been learning, there are a lot of women that are doing what I'm doing and trying to do what I'm trying to do, but I would never suggest that they don't go for it because I'm doing it or because all these events are similar to that, because no one will be able to execute and press through that plan like you can. It's okay to be original, but you have to do you. You cannot try to do what someone else is doing. Do you. Be you. Love you. Don't focus on the other please. It's time for you to get in your own kitchen, prep your own food, cook your own food. Well done. Medium well for some of you. I'm in the medium well stage right now. I'm not at the well done. But it's not raw meats, so I'm grateful for that. And serve others what you have prepared, because while they're taking in what's being served, they may get an idea of what they're trying to cook up, or they may take a recipe or two from what you did to get to where you are and what you're trying to do. Be you and do you. Nobody can do you better than what you can do and how you can do things. You are enough. Declare it every day, because you are enough.